One way we as an ad agency improve the human condition is by working with hospitals.
I started my career working in a hospital and slowly morphed into business development and marketing. I feel like so much of the advertising that we do is really about educating consumers and creating those brands that are going to really help consumers, get their attention, give them a sense of what the latest technology is, give them a sense of what the latest treatments are.
We were working with Henry Ford Health System on the launch of Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital.
And I'll never forget the day that Gerard Van Grinsven came to us, formerly with the Ritz-Carlton. He had been hired to become the new CEO of this hospital. And he had some really out-of-the-box ideas for how to revolutionize the way healthcare was delivered and the way people envision healthcare. And we really were able to take those possibilities and bring them to life.
So DVA was brought in to create that branded experience to feel more like a five-star hotel than a hospital. Much like Starbucks is more than a coffee, it's a destination and a community. We're turning hospitals into a community, into a place of wellness. So we created a hospital for the well. We created a hospital where you would go and do exercise and eat healthy, and have healthy cooking classes.
We really redefined what an ad agency can do for a client. I think that by creating looks and feels for their spa, getting to influence what people wore in the spa, what people smelled when they entered the hospital, which sounds crazy, but we really wanted to create an experience that was empowering for patients and healing for patients.
And one of the thoughts we had was, what if we had a half-hour TV show to tell the full story? 30 seconds would never do this justice. So we made an entire show and we brought it on prime time, ABC. The CEO was able to talk about all the elements of the culinary chef and the fact that we removed the freezers. It became a real story.
Welcome to Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital.
I am not originally from healthcare. I'm coming out of the luxury hotel industry. I worked for 25 years all over the country and all over the world.
Welcome back. Thank you for letting us go back over. Thank you.
And I felt there was an opportunity to bring my expertise in how to take care of customers and how to deliver on their unexpressed wishes and needs to healthcare, because healthcare is in the service industry.
Introducing the hospital designed to keep you well. The new Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital.
You know, when you start a campaign like this, launching a new hospital, you cross your fingers and you hope it's going to work. The media is watching. The investors are watching. The banks are watching. And you've got to hit your numbers. On the second week, we were at maximum occupancy, exceeding our goals by 400%.
The newest innovation in healthcare may be the hospital itself. One medical center near Detroit is so different, we asked our travel editor to check it out.
The hospitals weren't often built with patients in mind, but that is not the case at one hospital that looks and feels like a luxury hotel and treats you like a valued guest. It's lunchtime at the Henry Ford Hospital in West Bloomfield, Michigan. But don't look for day-old Jell-O served on a fiberglass tray at this cafeteria. Here, it's a restaurant with a menu comprised of fresh and healthy food, much of which is grown on site in their own greenhouse. A new kind of hospital, one that would become a go-to destination, a place people actually wanted to be. At this hospital, they're averaging about 50 surgeries a day. But the other key is the aftercare, unlike anything most of you have ever experienced. Corrine Backman's aftercare began after back surgery. During her recovery, she was introduced to yoga. Now she comes back 4 times a week to exercise, dine, and meet with friends. For chest procedures, they're 1/3 the cost of other hospitals, and for hip procedures, less than 1/3 the cost. Oh. And by the way, you're paying for a private room at the same price that you pay for a semi-private room at another hospital.
Let's hope it catches on.
I feel like I just want to go and hang out there, just like hang out in the hallways.
There's room at the yoga class.
Let it catch on.
Thank you, Peter Greenberg. Thanks.